Alright. So, as seems to be tradition, every now and then in some insane mind space, decide to take on one of the challenges from a group I'm hanging out with. And, well, this just existing was its own challenge. So, I'm gonna give it a go today. It's probably gonna end up like the Mario challenge where I end up getting somewhere and then failing, out and giving up. I'm not hard committed to this. Now, I've not played this one at all. I have played Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I believe is the title for the Super Nintendo one. And I've, of course, played a little bit of Ghosts and Goblins once upon a time, but I did not care for how it moved, so I never really played it actively. The Super Nintendo one I played a bunch, but it had weird movement as well, so I never hard committed there either. This one feels a bit better than the Super Nintendo one does. I'll give it that right out the gate, just from a brief test, and it has a couple weapons I don't remember seeing in any other one. So we'll see how this goes. For those who don't know about these games, you are Arthur, your armor is very fragile, and you can only jump like this. As shown there, this is what I mean when I say your armor is very fragile. Until we find a power-up, we are now one hit away from death, which is a great inconvenience to me. That little bastard would have cursed us in one way or another. I don't remember which ways are available. Oh, I don't know which ways are available in this one. Let me correct that statement right out the gate. You can destroy him, as you saw, but ideally you don't want to end up triggering a chest he's in to begin with. But good luck remembering which ones he's going to be in and which ones he isn't. I know it is somewhat affected by whether you have armor on at the time, so I believe he's always in this one. Yep, he is always in that chest. So that chest just is a no-go. You can fire up, down, left, and right in this one, which has been already very useful. There are other weapons to get, and we are going to be obviously trying desperately to get any other weapon other than this. There are some weapons that are worse than this. And here's an armor upgrade. We now have a cape and slightly better protection. So actually, I don't know if your armor completely gets knocked off still anyway. You can also hold the button down to charge magic. Magic is very powerful, but a little situational some of the time, depending on what weapon you have. It is your weapon that dictates what magic you have to use. As you saw there, the lightning specifically hits above you and to your sides. There is a time limit, so I can't fuck around too hard. Yeah, I knew if I went to step forward, it was gonna go. That's why I was waiting. Now we have to contend with wind, brought on by demons. What do you got? Points. That flickering happening back there with the rain is normal, to the best of my knowledge, for this game. Just bear with it. It's at least not full screen flashing, it's just weird. There we go. I want that. No, I don't want that. I stand immediately corrected. Those tendrils sound like they're not taking damage, but they are dying. Get new armor. Well, that didn't last long. As you can see, this game pulls no punches. It wants you dead, and it makes no bones about it. So we're gonna be here for a bit, even trying to make any progress at all. There's a chest, I think, around here somewhere. There it is. This fucking guy again. Nope. Your momentum on your jump is dictated by what direction you were moving at the time you jumped. So, it's very easy to screw yourself if you're trying to avoid a problem, because you gotta quickly turn and then jump if you're trying to jump over something that's approaching you. We now have the knife, which is similar to the lance, but throws a lot quicker. I think it does ever so slightly less damage, but you can, throw a lot of them. It's generally regarded as a pretty good weapon, from what I know. And it's at least not one of the weapons with weird rules. So I'm gonna grab this to show this off. The sword is, as you might expect, a melee weapon. Which is something I don't remember seeing in any of the other ones of these. I don't remember there being specifically close combat weapons in any of these. Because I certainly don't remember one in the Super Nintendo game. And I don't recall one in Ghosts and Goblins. Though, I guess the shield might count as one. I forget how the shield worked that you needed. Yeah, as you can see, you retain whatever weapon you had when you died, which can be a blessing and a curse. Because if you had a bad weapon and you died trying to get rid of it, well, you're still gonna have it, so good luck, chump. Nope, timed that wrong. There went the armor again. Get used to this, because this is going to be the way this goes for a lot of it. I'm going to initially be showing off weapons just so everybody gets to know what the weapons available are. But after a bit, I'm probably going to stick to, like, knives or something. Whatever works well for me. Not that, though. I really should not have picked that up. That was a terrible life choice on my part. Because now we're stuck with these things. They even make an awful farting noise now. So they just somehow managed to make the flame worse. Which is impressive. Because I want to say the flame has generally been regarded as the worst weapon? I could, as usual, be wrong about that, but I'm pretty confident that this is not a good weapon. It probably would be good against certain bosses in certain situations, probably because of the fact that it'll keep doing damage on the tile it's landing on. And I wonder how good the magic is for it. Okay, that actually seems good. That might actually make this a weapon worth having. You have iframes while you're casting, but as you saw there, since I was stuck in place, I kind of fucked myself a little bit there. Okay, we got knives again. Some enemies exist before you get there, so you can kind of hit them as you're scrolling in. Other enemies, as you saw there, appear as you're moving around the spot. So sometimes you can screw yourself by spawning in an enemy you didn't want to deal with. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth of I screw up or I get screwed. I had no options there. I shouldn't have opened the chest till after they were gone. That is a prime example of me screwing myself over. And there's gonna be plenty of that, as I mentioned. So we're gonna be looking around desperately for any of these extra chests I can get my grubby little hands on. It is, as you might expect, in your best interest to clear the screen rapidly. Because the longer things stay around, the worse your situation's going to get. Let's try going this way instead this time. Oh, you puke on me. That was the problem with going this way. Okay. Well, at least we made it past that part. And then I promptly threw away my armor again. Good for me. Yeah, this is gonna be a relatively short stream because I'm not at my best today either. Aren't you a crazy looking thing? Okay, the hitbox on that appears to be fairly big. That didn't appear to make contact with me and I died anyway. So that's something to get used to. Though I may have, like, hit his foot or something and didn't realize because I was tracking the shot the whole time. Thankfully, continuing put us here, so that's actually really good for me. Well, relatively. Okay, he doesn't actually have a lot of health. Huh. Take a key for coming in. You get your armor back, he takes his helmet off to celebrate, and then we run in. So we're past the first hurdle. Now, I said hurdle, not turtle game. You don't need to sick the turtles on me for saying that. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Because it balances out minutes later anyway. As you can see, things are going well so far. Also, so it stops fucking with me. Turn off the preview, because I keep forgetting to turn that off. Sometimes I'm very good about just the second the stream starts, turn the preview off so I don't have that distracting me while I have the dashboard open for everything else. And then other times I have a moment of stupidity and forget to do so. I'm starting to wonder if he appears on the first chest of every life or something. Because he just keeps showing up every time at the beginning. I get the feeling I want to be up there. Considering they don't want me up here, I'm going to assume I want to be up here. Well, that answers that question. I do, in fact, want to be up there. Oh, and that wasn't a checkpoint. Okay, good. Good to know. Everyone is happy with that answer. Now, I would presume on Professional, you probably don't continue where you were. You probably start the game over if you continue. Or at the very least, like, start the section over or something. I don't know. I don't know what the limitations to Professional versus Practice are. Nothing was stated as to whether this needed to be on Professional or not. So I'm just opting for what it defaulted to, which was Practice. If I am wrong, somebody is more than welcome to correct me. I also wouldn't be surprised if you get a, hey, you who made it, but hey, you were supposed to do this at a higher difficulty, so go do it again message when we get to the end of Practice difficulty anyway. Because as is tradition with these games, I'm sure we have to do more than one loop anyway. So, I'm sure we'll find out rapidly. If I even make it to the end in the first place. Which, if I can't make it to the end on Practice mode, I feel like it's an academic question what difficulty to play on anyway. They really knew what your jump arcs were, and planned accordingly with these death traps. There we go. Yep, had a feeling. For those wondering why I'm jumping kind of weird, the sand also fucks with your jumping. You sons of bitches. They really just went all out for murdering you with these bridges. Well then. All that interior bit there, not a checkpoint either. Okay. Things are going well. Nothing... I keep thinking since he's still flashing that he's not solid yet, so he won't do damage. Turns out there's a frame or two where he's still blinking that he'll do damage. Don't know how those keep not hitting me, but I will take it. Any leniency I can get is good. I keep thinking that dip in the middle is the pit there, which it isn't. Because they were smart and put the pit slightly off to the side, because they knew people were going to try to jump the gap. Well, that's interesting. We take those here. You know what? No. Up, 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 up. I forgot about the one at the end again. Game over, yeah. I feel like we're gonna be gaming over on that spot a lot. I am a chicken. I am chicken. God damn. So aggressive. Ah. You really just need to keep moving in that part. Because they just... I swear they pile up more if you stop. It's kind of crazy. And momentum killed me. Once again. Huh. I guess the front half of those doesn't have a hurt box, whereas the back half and beyond, you know, the whole back half of it does. Interesting. I can manipulate that. And I feel like I'm probably going to have to. Because I'm never going to remember where these goddamn caps are, apparently. I think you can tell the difference looking at it, because I thought I saw a difference there, which is why I checked by stepping forward toward that. They might be slightly off color. Does this fall? No. Okay. It might literally just be that you have to remember where they are. Yep. Every time I get suspicious and decide, okay, I'll be clever and try to jump these, because I anticipate that these will be the death pit, I end up jumping into a different one. The axe, as you might expect from most games at this point in time, fly upward. But you can't throw very many of them. The advantage is they pierce. At least that seems to be the advantage this has currently. But as you can see, the gap between throwing more of them can really be an issue at times. I'm old and I'm dead. So grabbing the axe was a terrible life choice, but as I said, I was going to show off all of the weapons as they came up. So I've shot myself in the foot pretty hard here. Like, you would think, since part of this level's on a slope, that the axe would be really good. And probably in competent hands, it probably is. In my hands, it's a death trap so far. Because it requires greater timing, but the weapon than I am currently showing any capacity for. Which really shouldn't be a shock to anyone involved here. I assume if that touches me, I have a bad time and die, so let's just not get touched, shall we? Okay, so we know that there's gaps there, and we know that the end is also a gap here. Okay, we finally cleared it. There's a chest, which has armor. Okay. Hopefully there's a checkpoint somewhere. Eep. Okay, the pole will not kill me. This fucking guy up here, though, will. Can I even hit him? The axes don't seem to go high enough. Oh, there we go. He came down off of his perch. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna drop. Yep, I was fucked on that one no matter what I did. If I knew he was there, I could have thrown an axe at the right time to hit him. But since I didn't, I was kind of SOL on that one. God, they place these things in some goddamn dirty locations. Which really shouldn't surprise anybody. That eyeball is very tiny. Which is great in terms of avoiding it. Terrible in terms of noticing it exists. I wish I didn't have the axe right now, because those plants are really hard to hit with it. Okay, we're getting places. Boss fight? Boss fight. My armor, and we're probably SOL. Yep. I was hoping to just power through it before it could kill me. Really need to find something that isn't the axe. So the axe seems to actually be kind of okay for crazy fire dog situation here, but I would still rather something that shoots faster in case those fires are destructible or something. Which they do appear to be. But I can't rely on the axes because they're so slow to, like, clear for me unless I aim very carefully, which, while monitoring him, is not exactly something I can do without a lot more practice than I have at this. And of course, as is tradition, they can just walk into you and kill you. Which will forever be my big bone of contention, as we know. It's always upsetting. Of course, it doesn't help when Arthur doesn't turn around when I told him to, either. But I feel like that was more my fault, because I thought I could turn around while ducking. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, this is probably only going to be like a 2-hour broadcast unless things start going really well. So I'm not super feeling it today. And I anticipate that this will upset me rapidly enough. There we go. That 2 hours will probably be the extent of my patience for it. We are making actually surprisingly decent progress, though. We're at, I think, stage 3 now? Well, it would have to be stage 3, wouldn't it? Okay, those turn. So the axe is actually very helpful here, it seems. So I can attack up at an angle. I think you get extra lives for score, so collecting the mini Arthurs is actually somewhat worth it in a practical sense. Okay, I can throw a lot of these. I don't know if these are meant to be like chakrams or shields or what. Oh, that's not destructible, which means I don't want to be there. Nope, we're fucked. We're fucked. I was too slow. Because I didn't know I needed to be faster than that. Hooray for newbie traps. Yeah. Howdy, Mike. Yeah, welcome to this game. All of these have at least one of those, like, hey, you don't know this is coming, so enjoy losing moments. Which, you know, that's just game design of the time. That's just how it goes. Of course you turned right there. Of course you did. I'll keep these for the moment. Yeah, and that's why you don't leave those alive, because they start crawling across the platform and become an issue. Since I already have the armor, well, let's see what's in here. Nope, don't want it. Go, 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 go. I think I'm gonna be too late again anyway. Nope, we just barely made it this time. Okay. The fact that there was a breakable wall there is also a little bit of fuckery, but not surprising fuckery. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. This is apparently moving platform hell, and that damages you. Okay. Thanks for the warning on any of that game. Oh wait, there wasn't any. But we respawn here, so it's fine. I mean, there was slight warning in that this platform appeared, but I didn't know what the hazard it was trying to alert me to was. And, you know, murdering you with a treasure chest is also pretty par for the course for this. Yep, there's gonna be a lot of that. I wasn't kidding when I said that this game really loves to screw you. That one was my own fault. I should have jumped, but I'm like, he'll actually move where I want him to. As it turns out, no. Well, I didn't need armor or anything. I kind of wanted what it might have been in that chest, but you know. This one's gonna be a lot of tanking deaths while I figure out the layout of this nightmare. Because this seems like the typical newbie trap zone of everything here is going to be a problem. I keep opening that because I'm pretty confident if I don't open that one, he'll appear in a different one. And I should have just walked off that time, but no. Did not kick in quick enough. Decided jumping's a better idea. And in every instance other than that, it is. Okay, let's see if just not opening this chest will be a better life for me. Or I can't jump over it, because, you know, why not? I should have tried ducking, but I didn't process that quick enough. Okay, that does kill you, like I thought it would. Good. Good. I knew I was right to keep ducking away from that one. Okay, ducking just avoids that chest spawning in general. But he then... yeah, he does in fact appear in that one instead. Okay. So I think my theory that he's in the first one every time is correct. Somehow we end up with knives, and I don't really know where that happened, but it's fine. At least it's not fire. And that's not something I'll say in any other instance other than this. Yep, we're gonna be here a while. Sure are gonna be here a while. You know, I just said at least it's not fire, and lo and behold, this game, of course, has to give me that. I had no play there. Where is the other tongue? So, what you're saying is I have to get on that the first time, because otherwise I'm basically hosed. Got it. It looks recoverable, but honestly, the room for error on that is very, very small, so in all practical terms, that's probably not gonna happen. And it ate the jump. Because that's what I wanted. I clearly didn't want to jump there at all. Why would I have wanted to jump? That would be silly. Yeah, this should be setting the expectations quite accurately for anybody who isn't familiar with either this series or this game in particular. A lot of, you die to controls. You die to, hey, we decided fuck you. Or you die to, hey, guess what? Something happened to pop up on you, so you don't have your weapon anymore. Enjoy whatever random crap they decided to give you. Yep. I knew I fucked myself on that, but I cannot get Arthur to turn around and jump in the direction I want half the time. So my reflexes will do one thing, and the game's controls will say, oh yeah, that's an adorable idea you have there. Pity it's not gonna work. That's just not gonna be allowed. Okay, I just need to stop being greedy. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume this is probably the worst part of this game, right here. That this is probably something people consider the worst part. Not as in most difficult, just worst. Especially when that happens. And I ain't even mad yet. I'll be mad by the end of this, probably. But I ain't actually mad yet. Because this was all expected so far. The fact that it keeps pulling it right out from under me the second I land on it, and Arthur, for some reason, doesn't go with those. He only goes with the other ones automatically, for some reason, is a problem. Hater fucker. See, because he doesn't even completely go with this one either. And I overshot the jump. I get over there so rarely that I keep forgetting what the problem is when I get there. Yep, I clearly wanted you to jump forward, Arthur, yes. That's exactly what I asked you to do. I feel like he's taken one too many hits to the head and he doesn't listen to instructions so well anymore. That chest was supposed to appear, but it didn't. So I died before the bug got there. Any ideas why? Because I sure don't know why. Also can't help but notice that that one that spawns first just sometimes has an item and sometimes doesn't. I'm assuming usually dictated by, will it fuck me over? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume they made that grab that well as a means of actually being helpful. But man, has it not worked out for me yet. I keep miscounting my throws there. I keep meaning to leave it one hit from breaking open, and then going back. And this is exactly what I mean, though, is I have to sit here for a long time waiting for that tongue to come back. Okay, there was no bug involved at all that time. So either I hit the horn, or I hit the top and that killed me. I'm not sure which. And yeah, annoying's probably a good description for this. My icon down below seems to have had an interesting experience. So that's a thing. Alright, thank you. Feel like I'm gonna need that luck at the rate this is going. That was mostly a tactical hit there, until Brain had a fart and went, "Oh, you didn't mean to die? What? Prices? Things? Stuff?" Genuinely, with these older games, the most frustrating thing is, well, other than contact damage, because we've had that conversation enough times, the times where something just ever so slightly is off where it's supposed to be, so it ends up eating your jump. Is basically anything that interferes with your controls and capacity to play the game as intended. Because you have to assume that they don't intend you not to be able to make certain jumps. So that, there's something there that kills you instantly, regardless of armor. Interesting. Because I had upgraded our armor that time, and we still died instantly. Which means it's not a matter of damage, it's something's just killing me there. Which is interesting, because we got past that point before. So I wonder if you are just, like, straight up intended to either move forward or duck there, or you die. Which is kind of fucked up. But also not out of character for this. I did not mean to fall off of that, but I also didn't want to die. Yeah, see, if I run, we're okay. But I fucked it up again because Brain had a split because of the fact that I had to run up there, so just had a stupid moment. God fucking... There's too many moving parts in here. That's the biggest problem I'm having, is there's so many moving parts and my brain won't let go of any of them, so I'm getting super distracted trying to deal with this. Because I can mostly ignore, like, that back platform. Please don't pick up the fire, please don't pick up the fire. Dead. Hey, they're tiny, and I really enjoy the Super Nintendo one. And I was about the original. I've never actually played this specific version before. But there was a challenge out for it, so I'm like, you know what, sure, I'll give it a go, why not? Since plans didn't go quite according to, well, plan. And boy, am I not exactly regretting this life choice, but it's certainly a thing. Yep, got screwed on that one again. Because I got stuck in that position. I couldn't do anything. If I jumped up, I died. If I jumped forward, I died. Everything I did, die. There was just no way out of that situation. Yeah, I never beat the Super Nintendo one. I got, I think, to the, like, second to last stage. Of course, only on one loop of it, so we all know how that was gonna work out for me anyway. Okay, jump straight up. Oh. Thanks, game. Thanks for actually catching me on the platform again instead this time. Yeah, I feel like it, no matter how you play it, no matter what you play it on, it's gonna be the same results. Death, 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 death. Did I mention death? Because of course that had to spawn in the second I turned around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, the jump is not good. I would never claim that this has good jump physics, but it also has standard jump physics for the time, so I can't be mad at it. At least not for that. I can definitely be mad at it for the fact that they absolutely manipulated those jump physics to make sure you died because of them. But I can't blame them for how it plays, necessarily. Eh. Okay. Go, 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 go. I needed to stop so I could jump straight up, but I couldn't stop because I was just close enough that I was fucked again. But made it further that time. I don't want the axe, but I want it more than the flame. I didn't spawn that chest, so now this chest is useless to us. And Arthur didn't jump. Because, for those who aren't noticing, the very last, like, 2 pixels of those platforms don't actually exist. And I keep forgetting that because I'm sight-reading the situation. So I just see an edge of a platform and I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be fine, I'll just keep going. And then, splat. I just accepted death on that one because if I jumped, I was gonna land on the fly and die anyway. So, there was a no solution issue there. Okay, that's just those points, so that one doesn't matter. Fuck you. Yep, thanks for not turning around at all, Arthur, even though I told you to. So, we basically accomplished nothing with that move. So that's great. And it was just far enough away that it didn't count. Please. Please. Not what I wanted. I'm just hearing a constant raspberry sound in my head the entire time these tongues are going out, because they're just all about fucking you over. They're not here to help at all. They are pure fuckery. Of course you were there. Of course you were there this time. I have yet to figure out what the exact spacing and timing it takes for that not to be there. Like, it would appear that jumping slightly early is the move. There we go, we got the disc again, at least. Okay, that worked out. Jump. And, of course. I knew as soon as I left the ground there that I was fucked. Yeah, as usual, nothing can be done about it. That's what this is. It's more of a pre-planning game than a survive by reflex game. Because if you don't know what you're getting into and you don't know how to solve a problem, you're going to reflexively destroy yourself somehow. You'll either jump wrong, not make the move you need to, or any number of things that will just lead to your inevitable death, just because you don't know what you're getting into. That's fair, Tiny. I occasionally jump correctly, and half of that has not been judgment, that has been, oh hey, I happen to land right. Good. Every time that one comes in from the left, I basically may as well jump off. Because it's over. It's just over. Every single time. Because there's just no saving it at that point. Because I don't know why Arthur got stuck, but we found an extra chest, so hooray? I am nothing but a ball of confusion now. That is the opposite of what I wanted. And I got so hooked on the fact that I threw away a good weapon again because it decided it wanted to spawn that. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to determine how all of these things spawn and how all of this works. But I don't know any of that. So I'm just sitting here getting kicked in the dick over and over again because I don't know something. Okay, the chest didn't spawn that time. What made that chest spawn? No one likes the flame. I have never met anyone that likes the flame. And if you do, I don't know why. And I'm interested to hear an explanation, because enjoying this weapon seems like madness. I was just flabbergasted at that point, so nothing good happened. Well, that's the thing, is it has its uses, yes, but having uses does not make it a good weapon. Every weapon has its uses. I still don't know what is killing me in that one spot. Because that time I was moving and I died anyway. So I wonder if that's just like a crapshoot location where sometimes you just die there. Why? Sometimes you just die. You see, once again, I die there. It seems to be partially determined if I jump on it slightly too far to the left. But I'm not sure. also not sure how I'm ducking without touching the controller. That's interesting. Yep, I've done fucked myself again, but I may as well go with it. Solid ground at last. Okay, what's your deal, you cracker wannabe? It's fine. The only hit point that matters is the last one. I had no idea what he was trying to do. I'm just like, I'm just gonna pray this works. Well, here's the thing. I don't think I was actually hurting him, but... Oh, no, I was hurting him. I see the hit markers now. And at least we're here now. I wish I had any way of telling what his pathing was going to be before he ends up my ass. Yeah, that's why I was calling him a cracker wannabe. Like, look at that. There was nowhere to go. If I tried to walk down, I was screwed. If I tried to walk left, I was screwed. I have to just happen to know when he's gonna do something like that, I guess. In order to just not be locked in a terrible position. The only use I would have for the flame is setting myself on fire before I get to him to save him the time. Of course you happen to re-expand at the worst possible time. Of course you decide to just do weird little circles, just whenever you feel like it. I wish I had a better weapon than this. Wish I had a weapon that wasn't the axe and not the flame. Like, I'm sure there's some determining factor that I'm just not seeing for telling when he's gonna change shape and do weird shit, but I'm just not getting anything out of this currently. Oh, of course. Of course you went right in that time. Got him. I knew I was close every time. I could feel it because he started getting a lot more aggressive. I just could not close the deal till that one. God damn. And this is on practice difficulty. I hesitate to even think about how many hits they probably take on professional difficulty. If they even take more hits on that difficulty. It might just be that there's no continues or something on that difficulty. Don't you fucking spawn on my face, you little shit. I saw you. Well, that's the thing. This is the only other difficulty other than professional, and this is what it defaulted to. Okay, good. I framed through him. Please be something that isn't the axe. Thank you for the knives. Of course, I got screwed on that one because the stupid animation of, hey, you got a thing, fucked me on that one. Oh, and those green crystals, by the way, the spikes actually kill you. So, fun fact about that. I noticed that last time, but I was again stuck with a terrible choice to make. Of, do I ram my head into a spike or do I get shot? Now, where did that chest spawn from? There it is. The whole fucking ceiling is death, and that is just unreasonable. Nope, I'm gonna wait that one out. Nope. Fuck you, game. I got time. You can't make me take that. I will just fucking die, I don't care. I am not taking that. I ain't getting suckered again. Exactly. I hate this room so much. I'd almost rather go back to the tongues just because I keep arbitrarily taking damage because of this goddamn low ceiling. At least I understood the problem with the tongues. Here, I'm still trying to figure out where the actual hitbox for the crystals are. Because it's not actually where the crystals are. It's slightly off from them. Ooh, these follow the ground. Okay. These are probably the best weapons for this place. Okay, that spawns a shield. I thought I could jump on the shield that I spawned. That's why I did that. Turns out I can't. Because why would I have nice things like being able to jump on something that isn't going to kill me? Because of course he has contact damage. Of course he does. He's just a pillar, but why not? Why not have contact damage on weird pillar thing? I'm assuming they're actually destructible and I was supposed to kill him. But of course, you know, they just expect you to assume you need to kill random orange pillar man. We can verify that down here, though. I do, but I don't enjoy that, if I'm honest. It's a funny bit of character, but it is also kind of creepy. You're right about that. Okay, trust Creeler? Anybody here? Eh. Yeah. He-Man. Okay, it does take damage. Okay. Good enough. You get out of that wall right now, young man. Taking the high road because it's more dangerous, so I assumed there would have been rewards for it up there. Turns out, not so much, but that's fine. My reward is not being dead yet. I'm going back up there. Or I apparently have momentum that doesn't entirely work there? Question mark? Like, something weird happened there, and I'm not entirely sure what. And those chests just didn't appear this time, because I guess I didn't hit the right pixel this time. So that's extra upsetting, because that was going to happen because of that. Arthur, would you like to explain why you didn't jump there? You were given the instruction to jump. Well? We're waiting for your answer, Arthur. King of nothing. Well, you know, he wouldn't have that problem if he actually followed instructions in the first place. Fucking hell. I'm looking for these chests, but somehow I just apparently cannot willingly find these chests. I can only find them through pain. Oh, of course it didn't track the ground that time. Why would it? Oh, Old Man Arthur is here to save the day. I didn't see that one. I saw it after it hit me, but I didn't see that one until too late. This is exactly why the model isn't on for today, is because I knew people were gonna want to see the look on my face when these things happen. Quack. Quack, 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 quack. It moves like a duck and quacks like a duck. It's probably still an Arthur. I want it, but I don't want it that badly. Not this time. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ah, why? I had a feeling that one was getting clipped. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is the hitbox on the side of those crystals so goddamn big? Okay, we have armor again. We're fucked because we have flame, but, you know, we'll make the best of it we can. Because at least this is a place where flame works. It's not ideal, but it at least works. I think that's just not physically possible. I think that's literally spawning there as a death trap. So I feel like I was as high up as I could get, and he just didn't make it. I'm just gonna kill myself on that one, because what was I gonna do there? And every move I made from that position was only gonna make the situation worse. Also, I'm kind of salty that I keep spawning that chest, but the time when I can do anything with it, it doesn't spawn. Kind of mad about that. Oh, now I made it over it. Of course. Of course. Fucking... Yep. I knew. I knew. Nothing could be done about it, but I knew. Nothing could be done. Yep. Totally fair how my shots just go through him all the time. Yep. Nothing upsetting about that. Nope. Not at all. Nope, that chest isn't real. Doesn't exist. It's all lies. I did it again. I fucking did it again! This works. Except, apparently those don't come back up. I was assuming I was just gonna iframe my way to victory down there. Can't blame a guy for trying. And this is why the flame sucks, because it keeps hitting the goddamn ledge. I'll take it. You know what? Getting turned into a duck is a lot better than losing my armor. Whole thing is considered in that exchange. Yeah, the magic with the flame is actually decent. That's the one positive thing you'll hear me say about the flame, is that its magic's actually decent. Nope, you get away from me. You go to hell and you die. Not actually sure I want the knives here, but I'll take them. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. Oh, he cycled back around. Okay. I had a coin flip whether it was gonna be him or armor. I had just hoped for armor, and it didn't work out that way. And now I have to risk getting close to these things, kind of. But thankfully, knife speed can overwhelm them pretty quick. Okay. Better armor, okay. And... okay. Anybody care to explain that one? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I died to the air. Again. There seems to be a lot of that with this game. It's like, oh hey, there's just a spot in the air, you're dead. It's like, well, why? Because you touched the thing. What thing? That thing. You know the thing. It's like, well, no. As it turns out, I don't in fact know the thing. Yep. I knew that was gonna kill me as soon as I left the ground. Oh, committed jump arcs. This is why they're a thing of the past. Mostly. There we go. Armor up. Armor gone. I thought I was gonna slide out of his reach like I did every other time. Apparently, not this time.
I'm in danger!
Oh, constantly, yes. Very constantly. Sometimes I'm allowed to be the danger. Today is not one of those days. You can tell that some of those are designed for specifically if you back up, because they only appear if you jump away from where they want you going. So they just punish you for making a move other than what they wanted. That's the both frustrating and very interesting thing about these games, is very little of this is random. This was all hand-designed to kill you. And I have to respect that to a degree, but at the same time, man, is it infuriating. Because I'd rather blame random chance, but I can't. Because I know that that's just not true. Like, these games are like saw traps in video game form. Hand-designed for suffering. I knew you were going with something there, Tiny. I didn't know what yet, but I knew it was something. Yep, I thought that was armor. Well, it's fine. That, however, is not fine. I know what to do if I get there again, though. That's lined up enough that if I jump to the right from there, I actually land on one of the other platforms, so I can just skip that whole bit of BS up there. Yep. 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 Aha. Here's the thing. They reward you for doing the moves that they want you doing. That's how this all works. You jump in the spot they want you to jump, a chest will appear. You jump anywhere else, death will appear. That's how this works. Nope. Ow. I jumped to not fall down there, and now I have the axe, and everything is wrong. And apparently, jumping from the same spot ended me in going over that edge instead of on the edge of it, like usual. So that's great. How the hell am I going to trigger him without getting fucked? Apparently that's how. Okay. Got that going for me. Hope this magic's good. Hooray! That is probably the worst magic I've had so far. Arthur, with his explosive flatulence, will save the day. Well done. Yep. Yep. I knew he was there, but I acted on the wrong information first. I second-guessed the distance again. I should have just went with it. It was fine. But no. Nope. Nope. Knives are working well enough, so I'm gonna keep them. Interesting how the cape spawned on Arthur's back first, and why did that feel like that pushed me a lot more aggressively that time? Because I landed it, pulled back, and he just flew off like nothing was pressed anyway. Dead. Fuck you. I know that that one spawns a weapon at that point, because it's always in the same order what comes out of it. I was like, it won't be the flame again, right? It won't be the flame. Fuck you, it's the flame. Saddest day in the world. Oh, good. I found another chest, at least. Bad news, it's this fucking guy again. Not where I wish to end up, game, please. Game, please. Game, please. Thank you. Okay, I have armor again. Everything's fine. Just gonna ride that down. Go here. And now... Oh! Fun fact! Even if you're in the air, you get glued to that. The second any part of that fly trap touches you, you're just stuck to it. There's no escaping at that point. You are one with the fly trap now. Fuck you, I'm out of here. If you're gonna catch me, forget about it. I don't know why that enemy didn't spawn this time, but I'm okay with it. I think I confused the game with my sick moves. And then I did that for some reason. There are times where I understand what I've done, and understand I should regret what I've done. And then there's times like that where I definitely regret what I've done, but I have no idea why I did or what I did. I'm not opening that one. That's gonna be a weapon, and I don't want a weapon right now. We'll see if the rotation continues if I don't open that. Because if the chest pattern continues, that means we just spawn a chest and don't open the first one, and it won't be a problem. Nope, it did rotate anyway. Okay. Because that should have been a weapon, instead it was that asshole again. Fuck me. Okay, that plan isn't gonna work. I was gonna skip a part of that by jumping off of that one to the right. Turns out, as I really shouldn't be surprised, that mouth is positioned perfectly to stop you from doing exactly that. Because, once again, this is all handcrafted to kill you. Every piece of level design is specifically designed for maximum discomfort and pain. And you have to respect the sadistic art that is this. As I once again overjump that, because I go, okay, he's gonna shoot by the time I go to move, so I'm gonna jump to prevent him from hitting me with his shot, ignoring the fact that he is not actually going to shoot until I'm down there. Which I know. I know for a fact that that's gonna be how that plays out. But there's a part of my brain that goes, but what if he doesn't do it that time? What if he does something different? And then we died. God damn it. I was stuck in just the wrong peak of that, so I just could not get out. This is what happens when you expect somebody who is somewhat paranoid, and you thrust him in a game full of leaps of faith and things like that. Is you basically have to trust that you're gonna land where you need to land, or that you have a means of getting where you're trying to go with games like this, rather than doing it in the moment. to a degree. As I was talking about before, with memory being a powerful part of how these games work. Because if you know what you're getting into, you can plan ahead for it and position yourself accordingly to make it easier. And I'm not saying that reflexing through it isn't possible, because it's definitely possible. But it is significantly harder to cross through all of this by pure reflex alone, rather than foreknowledge. So I'm sure somebody who's played this before probably gets through some of these parts significantly easier than I have. But the very fact that I'm making it through at all is indicating my point about being able to at least get through by reflex alone somewhat. Like, the very fact that knowing where these other couple chests trigger from shifts the entire situation going forward, because I can now control what I have available to me. I could, at will, change weapons, basically. Provided I actually get a weapon that would be useful, which this time we did. And that, of course, gives me an advantage that I would not have otherwise had. Because I can now have these shields track the ground and deal with those guys without me having to fiddle around with my positioning. That's gonna be the mage again. There we go. Yep, I knew that shot was gonna be in position just in time to fuck me. But there was not much I could do about him. I should have tried using the shield magic, but I don't think that would have helped. Interesting how that enemy goes over the UI. Something modern games could learn to do. I've definitely died to enemies that were obscured by my own UI in many a game. So credit to them for that. Even if it looks a little weird to have them drawn over the UI like that, it is better for the player, and I was fucked into getting the flame again. The flame's primarily going to be an issue here because of the fact that I then can't deal with those shooters in the next section nearly as well. So I'm gonna have to just play the dodging game, or, well, I guess I could use the magic, actually. The magic would probably work. I found another chest. Problem is, it's gonna be that fucking guy again. It does, however, mean that we'll get another good chest down here. And of course, going for it got me hurt again. Yep, overshot the jump. I think I'm actually getting more frustrated just because I keep making the same mistake over and over again, rather than this actually being that difficult. Because in a way, it kind of isn't actually that hard. Hey there, Wildwood. Welcome to me slowly digging into my own psychology while fighting this mess. Nope, 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 nope. It's sad to say I would rather have the flame than those axes right now. And it's, for the most part, not terrible. There's been a couple spots where I just magically died in midair for question mark. And that's been the biggest issue. Oh, and things like that where the hitbox on those isn't quite where it's supposed to be. But if it puts it in perspective, we're already over here running it on practice difficulty, and we're only an hour and a half in. And I've never played this before. So, all things considered, I'd say it's not as bad as some of these. Like, thus far, I would actually say, on the whole, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is actually harder. In my experience. But again, this is also on practice difficulty. So, I don't know what the difference is between professional and practice difficulty. But since no difficulty was stated, I went ahead and at least was feeling this out on practice difficulty first. Yeah, basically, Tiny. Practicing how death works. The knives are a bit of an issue here. Okay. Not really the magic I would have wanted in this situation, but it worked out. Okay. Now, somewhere around here was a spawn for another chest. There it is. Yep. Get your giggles out, Giggle Boy. Get out of here. Take it. That's what I wanted. Oh, that one goes fast. Okay. Hop, 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 hop. Perfect. We finally made it out of there. This, I presume, is boss time. Okay, this sure is a thing. Okay. I'm assuming I need to kill the little things. Because those are blowing up, and he's just giving me take no damage sounds. Unless I'm supposed to somehow hit where they're spawning from. No, those don't seem to have a hitbox, so that's probably fine. Yep, I knew I did wrong when I jumped there, but I'm trying to figure out how this fight works. Okay, hang on, something might have happened there. Because now that one's not spawning anything. Okay, yeah, that is reacting, so that is the weak point. I need to actually hit where those are spawning from, not hitting them or the worm. But the problem is, the worm shows up in a lot of very bad spots. Okay. So we're starting to gain understanding. So the play is probably to trigger for the worm to come out, and then go for that one. Yeah, there we go. I fucked up because I ended up hitting jump when I didn't mean to. That's okay. We're starting to achieve greater understanding. I actually kind of wish I didn't have the shield for this. I'm not gonna say I want the flame, but the flame would actually work there. Okay, that's one. You gotta stay on population control and on doing damage at the same time. And avoiding the goddamn worm. Oh, there's multiple worms. Okay. Did not occur to me till now that that could be the case. And that's why I'm not the biggest fan of having the shield here. Because it just skims right over them sometimes, and you're fucked. Do these actually make contact here, though? Hang on. Yes, they're making contact with the one over there. Okay, hang on. I might have something here. Yes, I destroyed that one from here. Okay. That's actually really convenient. The game is upset with what I'm doing, though. That also means I can probably mirror that over here. I don't think those are making contact yet. I'm also in a position where the worms, I don't think, can get to me. The grubs can't get to me because I am hitting the ground with these shots, so they can't actually get past that. But I think I'm not actually making contact with the spawn point there either. I can't tell. I think I'm just in a holding pattern here, so I need to make a move. Yep, I knew I ducked too close to it, but I didn't have the ability to change that at the time. The second I took a knee, it was over. Still, I have an easy hit here, so I may as well take this one first. Go. Get them before they make it up here. Because the thing is, in theory I can just jump over the grubs, but the problem is, as soon as the worm's in play and the grubs are on me, I'm in trouble. Situation is somewhat under control currently. That one's popped, okay. Another one down. Just got the one left. Don't be greedy now. Just... There we go. Take a key for coming in. Alright. That's another one. Making that progress. Okay, the ladders work. Good to know. Oh. Heck with you. This might be the wrong weapon for this situation. Because it hits every angle but where they're at. And they don't die in one hit. Okay. But I don't think I can change what weapon I have in our current position unless there's another chest somewhere along the way there. Because, you know, we gotta get past this Joker first. I'm a duck, I'm a duck, I'm a duck, duck, duck. Let's hop around a little bit and make sure there's not another chest spawn somewhere around here. Since there's constantly spawning enemies, they might be trying to chase me away from this spot. Nope. I jumped across most of that and nothing happened, so I'm going to assume if there are any chests, they're somewhere further along. Like, even right here could be an option. Nope, no dice. To see, the only angle I have to hit him is either on the horizontal or shooting straight up, where he's just gonna dive kick me in the face, and I lose. Because I can't really throw diagonally, in case anybody doesn't know that. That's not a thing you can do. And of course, the ladder is actually what killed me. Because I tried to throw up towards him, and I ended up instead grabbing the ladder. Chicken. Can't climb ladders as cheat on. There we go. You stay down there. I tried to fake him out by throwing above him and then triggering him in the hopes that he would have then run into the shots. I probably should just outrun these guys. It's probably the smarter idea. The problem is, this ladder is basically a death trap with them around. And the other ladder, being longer, probably just means we're gonna get our ass kicked. Okay. Yeah, because you can tell his AI is designed to dodge shots. He will purposely avoid where your shots are going. This fucking ladder. Got him. Okay. This one's got less room to move, so he might be less of a problem, theoretically. Got him. Yep, he was less of a problem because he had no room to move. Okay. I see you up there. There's a chest. Unfortunately, this armor upgrade is actually useless because the shield is not going to help me against those guys. Yep. Yep, I knew I fucked myself the moment I went for that. I should have just kept going. Should have just kept on walking. But the allure of the chest struck again. You know what's fun? Constantly spawning enemies. Old man, getting the fuck out of here. At least I can climb a ladder. Oop. Nope, I was screwed on that one. If I stepped off of there, he was getting me. If I stayed there, he was getting me. If I went back, he was gonna get me anyway. That's an issue with these, is you end up with a lot of lose-lose situations. And you just have to accept them. There's just nothing to be done about them. Oh, now you went through the ledge there. Oh, there is a chest that spawns down here. Okay. Okay, hang on. We might have something here. Because we might be able to get a replacement weapon. Yep. I knew that the second he waited, something fucked up was going to happen to me. Oh yeah, I have, for the longest time, had the first area songs stuck in my head, primarily from the Super Ghouls and Ghosts version, but it's just constant in your brain after a while. But all of the music is good, and I just got fucked once again on that deal, so this is basically over. Yeah, see, he abruptly shifts up there. So you can't even like, aim for his position that he'll end up in between. Because he skips it somehow, more or less. Yep. Yep. I need a weapon I can attack faster with, or one that can aim up. But I can't get a hold of one because the only spot I can get a weapon that we've been able to find is right where those two are. But we keep fighting them at a loss, basically, because of the speed the shields throw at. And the fact that I have no angle to hit them without basically having to risk trading. So we're currently just stuck in a loop. Because that is what usually happens when I try to go for the trade in on them. Because they won't line up with you unless they're attacking. But I basically have to bait an attack out and happen to be lined up just right so I don't have to move at all when they dive in order to have enough time to throw enough of these at them to kill them before they hit me. Or go for the duck and hope it works out. Those are my two options that I can see for dealing with these jerks. And the problem is, they've got these constantly spawning bone dragons that screw up my timing almost every time because I'm thinking about that constantly instead of focusing on what I'm fighting. I hate these ladders so much. If that ladder wasn't there, I wouldn't have gotten sucked down it when I tried to duck and attack him. Yes, it's my fault for trying to duck on a ladder, but I feel like it would almost be better if these ladders were one way, so that kind of shit didn't happen. Okay. They were a little more generous with their pathing this time. What do we got? That is actually gonna work against them, so I guess I'll take it. I don't care for the axe because it's got the same problem the shield does in that it's a two-throw weapon that's kinda slow. And that's exactly why that's a problem, is because these guys are tanky enough that that's going to be an issue, and I'm constantly being harangued in here, so I can't, like, take my time to deal with them, necessarily. Not without risking dying to something else. I almost want the shield back because of positioning, but I also don't want to get screwed by the checkpoint. I'm betting there's not a checkpoint near here. Yep, I was correct. Oh, time to bring back that old catchphrase of I hate being right. 'Cause man, do I hate being correct. Yeah, and this is why I was on the fence about the axe idea. Because yes, it's the right angle, but they just dodge it because it's so fucking slow. Okay, I did aggro the other one. Oh, come on! You figured out how to angle that time, huh? None of the other times, though. You just had to figure it out the one time where I hesitated. Because fuck you, that's why. And now everyone probably understands why I said this probably is gonna be like a 2-hour give or take limit. Because I'm getting frustrated now. And the fact that you have to do an extra loop because it's a Ghost and Goblins game, so we all know that's how that's gonna work, means that I'm gonna have to deal with all of those things that caused me pain again. Yeah, even though this only goes forward, this might be a better choice regardless. Well, it throws forward and up and down, but you know what I mean. It doesn't, like, auto-angle in any way. It's just a straight shot. But it's a fast shot, so I might be able to compensate in some ways with this. We'll see how it goes. Because the axe was the right idea, but wrong for me, is how that boils out, I think. Because I can do the standard blot out the sun with shots strategy to deal with problems. Deal with those guys with the knives. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. That they still just punch right through. Because if you just don't quite get enough hits on him, you end up in the same boat anyway. Really? Another chest? Huh. Wait, does that chest just keep respawning? Hold up. The fuck? Or was there just another one that happens to spawn in a very suspiciously similar spot? Yep. I knew as soon as I stood still to get rid of those, I was fucked. And that's why I can't be that mad at this game, is because everything I die to, aside from those newbie traps in section, I think it was 3, has been my own fault. But it's my own fault because, in most cases, the game forces my hand into a position that I can't do anything with. By, like, harrying me in with this enemy or that, and things like that. Or it spawns an enemy right where I'm going. And I'm just off timing enough that I'm fucked. Let me just check on something right quick. Okay, that is still working properly. I'm surprised we didn't get hit while I was just standing there without the game paused and they're just dancing around me. Interesting. I wonder if they're actually designed not to hit you if you aren't moving. Unless they, like, spawned into you, for example. Yeah, there are certain angles where they just win against the knives, and that's a problem. But there were certain angles where the axe just lost, and the other one lost automatically pretty much too, so kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, no matter what weapon I pick. And we're just dead there. And the worst part for me right now, I'm gonna pause so I can explain this thought process completely, is I can almost guarantee you that I'm missing something simple for dealing with those flyers without it being an issue. Because in the back of my brain, there's something just, like, ticking away back there from my memories of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And I remember dispatching those without it being that big an issue. Some of the time. And even here, I've dispatched them occasionally without any issue at all. But I'm not entirely sure what I've done differently. Not being an idiot helps, though. Definitely gonna say that. And unfortunately, I've been choosing to be an idiot now and then. Like, this one I seem to have under control now, and I don't know what makes him act differently. Because I tried doing the same attacks up there with the other one, and he just kicks me in the face and I lose. What happens if I try to bring him down here, though? Yeah, same thing happens. So what changes that first one to make him move differently? Because it's not just me throwing a bunch of knives forward and then throwing a bunch up, because otherwise the same result would occur with both of them. Because they're the same creature, they would thus be running on the same AI, thus the same thing should happen twice. But it doesn't. And that confuses me. And that confusion is not helping my cause, let me tell you. Yeah, see, now he's going back to that pattern. But I don't get it. Why does he swoop just above my head? Is it just like this specific spot? You see exactly what I mean. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do with this spot. Aside from shoot at me. Oh yeah. They are the worst thing. What happens if I bait them and then come down here? Interesting. So, I figured out a solution. I don't know why it works, but that one specific spot, apparently, they just can't handle it. They don't know what the fuck to do with that. But I don't get it. Like, I guess to a degree I don't have to get it, but it would help if I understood why that worked. And in case nobody noticed, by the way, the throw-up they do also blocks shots, and that's why that one was a problem. And now the game is mad at me, so they just threw the fucking house at me. And I'm gonna run out of time, too. Because remember, there is a timer. So yeah, no matter how I look at this, I'm hosed. Oh wait, I think I hit a checkpoint because the timer refilled. I think we finally made it to a checkpoint. Now, this... we might be here for a very long time. Okay, good, that is a checkpoint. Because the timing on this seems to just be... nasty. It's like, you can see them coming, but that doesn't really help you that much. Because Arthur just does not move with a purpose on a goddamn ladder. Like, I get that he's wearing all this armor, but with the way the armor just blows off of him, I can't help but feel that that's not very good armor to begin with. I should have waited, but I just wanted out of there. Yep, I fucked up. There's a specific pattern that seems to be good, and the rest of them are awful. There it is. There's Satan. We found him. Well then. I can only assume that was a fake, because that died way too easily. A two-headed version of the thing from the first level. Okay. Okay, we got up here with armor this time. Yeah, because he can just be killed from off-screen, basically, so that's a non-issue. He's just prelude to the fight up here. Which, two of those throwing fireballs at you at once is a bit brutal. Ready, go. I'm not ready, but you told me to go, so I guess I'll go. Nope, I fucked that up. Oh, hello. That will actually help a lot. Not getting turned into an old man. Being an old man is not going to help me at all. Actually, I guess maybe it might. It slowed me down just enough that I didn't make poor life choices. Until I became young again, and then poor life choices happened. Funny how that works out. But, that demonstrated to me that there is a chest there. I don't know how I made that chest manifest, though. Okay, it is based on the ground level. Okay. I was fucking around with the ladder trying to figure that out. I didn't have to. So we'll go ahead and die again. We'll pop that chest. This way, the one up top will give us upgraded armor. Yeah, like, that fight's a non-issue, because he genuinely can't even touch you because of the ladder. Now we do this, we summon the clone, and we hope that that makes enough of a difference to be helpful. Nope, mattered not at all, because they stayed at the worst angle the entire time that he was available. Kinda wishing I still had the axe right now, actually. Because then they can't hide like that. Because when they're up there, I either have to go underneath them to throw the knives up at them, or accept the fact that I'm waiting. And we all know how well I wait. Okay. Like, I think summoning it is still a good idea, but you also get immediately pincer fireballed there, and you're just kind of fucked. I don't know what to do with that. You know, aside from the obvious, don't get hit, forehead, but that doesn't really help. Nope, I fucked up. Just accept the death, start over, try again. Though, I feel like the upgraded armor really doesn't actually change that situation much. If anything, it makes me play worse because I try to go for a quick kill on one of the two heads straight away. I'm just gonna wait a whole cycle here. Okay. Yeah, because he's a non-issue. Where's that chest? Hello? Treasure chest. Thank you. Come on! The hitbox on that fireball was a mile wide. Because it didn't make contact, and I died anyway. I should have had enough room to jump that. But no. No. I was doing well. That's not allowed. We all know that's against the rules. Okay, I'll just go fuck myself, game, sure. Don't you love when the exact same thing can happen twice and you get two different results? Because I certainly fucking don't. That one was my fault. Just reset and try again. That stutter you keep seeing as I die is me hitting start trying to speed that along and I can't. But I'm just... I'm so done with that at this point. Once again, I forget that that bottom right one fucking exists at that part of the pattern. Brain, please. Recognize pattern. Please function. Pause to check on something because I'm like, I gotta wait anyway. And then I nearly fucking ran the countdown timer out. Come on! So you're saying I can let it fucking basically put a divot in my forehead, but if it very ever so slightly grazes the back end of Arthur, we just are fucked on that. What are hitboxes? I don't think this game understands. I'm getting tilted now, which is going to make this go worse, and I know that. But there's not much way around that at this point. Because I assume this is the final bit here. So... playing like an idiot now, because I just want past this stupid ladder that they for some reason decided to put the checkpoint in front of instead of behind. Probably for the very same reason I was talking about before of wanting everyone to suffer and not want to play a video game after playing this one. Misjudged the angle because I'm just like, I don't even want to think about this ladder anymore. Yep, I forgot about the one on the left again. That's the trade-off for getting that chest, is because we end up with a fucky rotation, and for some reason my brain's not recognizing where the pattern ends and starts anymore. So I just can't get that positioning back again. That's exactly what I was talking about with do the same thing, get different results, because I was basically in the same pose on that ladder when the one coming from the same side came through, and I didn't get hit that time. I can only assume there's just one singular frame where you're safe, and 1 frame before that, you're fucked. And what do you know? We threw the fight pretty much right out the gate again, because double fireball fucking breaks my brain. What made you think that was a good idea, me? Oh, can we have a conversation of about why that was a fucking stupid thing I've just done there? And I really need to understand why my hands thought that that was acceptable. Nope. There's 2 patterns that look very similar along the way in there. Hold up. Did anybody else hear that as I died? It sounded like somehow Satan had died up there without my input. Either that or his flamethrower was making a weird noise compared to normal. Robbed again. Fucking robbed. Yeah, since we're at this point, I'm at the very least gonna keep trying for a bit, but we'll probably end after I make it through this. If I stop fucking dead braining and just planting my forehead in spikes, we might actually get somewhere today. Like, we've gotten through so much, and I'm just fucking throwing it all away right now. And I think that's making me more frustrated than the fact that I'm failing, is the fact that I'm failing after having gotten this far. Well, I never said I've failed completely. I suppose that's one way to look at it, Tiny. So I'm not sure how much content there is in doing the same thing 1,000 times. Then again, people watch people play MMOs, so I guess, you know, there's that. Apparently I just needed the power of spite towards MMOs to get me through that. So that's a thing. No. Yep. Oh, 2 of you, huh? That's fair. It's a good thing you kind of suck. Oh, it's boss rush time, huh? Oh no, there's a... What the fuck? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Oh, and we're back at the ladder, of course. Of course we are. But genuinely, what the hell am I supposed to do with 1,000 fucking death clouds? They have to have less health than the boss version, right? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way they could expect you to kill that many of them. Well, just go ahead and die again. So what this tells me is that all these, like, doorway-looking things are gonna spawn Satans. So we're gonna have to be aware of that. And the sword might actually not be a terrible idea. Yeah, I knew I jumped wrong on that one, but we got through it. That's the important part. Check to see that there's no hidden chests in here. Nope. Now, without any armor, this was a terrible idea to switch to. And I've now probably put myself in an awful position having the sword. But Brain went, you know, there's probably a reason they give you the sword here. Yeah, it's to fuck you like everything else in this game. I don't know why I thought anything better of it on that one. Then again, I make moves like that, so maybe I'm just still not thinking at all. Get mild catharsis stabbing him, and that's about as good as this situation's been getting. Yep, I knew I was too late that time. Didn't I open that chest? I am confused. We've done this enough times now that the loop has lost meaning to me. I don't know where the hell I'm at, what I'm doing. I don't understand anything anymore. It's gone. I basically have to hope that the sword does enough of damage to just roll through. Of course. I fucking hesitated. I second-guessed what part of the pattern I was at again, and I basically may as well have jumped off the ladder at that point, because one moment's hesitation is all it takes for that to just end you. That one with the 3 at the bottom that I was using to get through so cleanly initially. I forgot about the one from the left again. To think, a few years ago I probably would have been banging on my desk and just genuinely so angry by now. But at this point I'm just like, yep, this is expected. This is pretty par for the course. I don't know how to actually deal with him with the sword in hindsight. I might have actually... I won't say I've completely fucked myself by doing that, but I've not put myself in a good position by doing this. 'Cause I'm sure it's possible. It has to be possible. Just... probably not great. I still get that way in competitive multiplayer things, but when I'm just doing something like this by myself, I find that I'm just nowhere near as bothered anymore. And I think it is purely because I know I'm doing this to myself. You know, it's definitely a case of I have no one to blame but myself for this situation. So I could have stopped this at any time. Yeah, he has such a range advantage, and he's constantly breathing fire. So I don't know how to get in there with the sword in any meaningful fashion. So I think literally picking up the sword might have thrown the biggest monkey wrench in us getting through this possible. All because I'm like, yeah, there must be a reason the sword's there. And, like, there's also a lot of anxiety reasons and such. Especially, like, in a team-based game, for example. Why I get frustrated and stressed playing those. But we don't need to get into that conversation right now. Just look at that. I also don't know what fucking determines what range that goes to, because it stops sometimes, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. Like, the sword will be fine against the heads, probably. Just getting past big flaming asshole over there is a bit of an issue. But it's not like I can go back and get a different weapon, so I don't really know what to do in this situation, aside from keep doing what I've been doing, which is face meets wall. I fucking lost track of the pattern again. It's a very long pattern, too. That's part of the problem. Is it's very easy to lose, like, one step of this long-ass pattern. But it's also just that easy to get past it. I don't know if those hits count. I'm gonna have to hope that they do. Coming for your ankles, old man. Yeah, I don't think they count, because I feel like he should have died by that point. But that does lead to a different legitimate strategy thought of tank the first hit, grab the armor, run through him, and say fuck it. Or I can't run through him. Because I don't know if you guys could tell because I was inside his model, but the screen was shaking, which tells me I was trying to pass him, so the screen tried to scroll, but it couldn't. And yeah, not a surprise that that's a thing. It's very upsetting. Because that basically means I'm back in this position again. I've gotta defeat Bullshit Man over here. Which, it's all the more frustrating because we were dispatching him so easily with the knives. All because I thought it was a good fucking idea to pick up a goddamn sword. Are we having this problem? And now I'm once again all kinds of off-kilter. So this is just gonna fall apart for a little while again. But we are genuinely right there. I'm pretty sure once we get past the clouds and everything, there's probably another fight or two, probably, and then that's the end of the game. Plus or minus the fuck you, you didn't play at the right difficulty situation that will most likely occur. And this is the problem with trying to hit him with a sword, by the way, is the fact that I have to basically walk towards him, stop for a frame so I can jump straight up. Or somehow angle my jump at a distance and angle it in such a way that I reach him with the sword on the way across, which, with the height of that hitbox, I don't think that's very feasible. Yep. Impatience is gonna waste a good, like, 4 Arthurs, and, you know, the loop perpetuates itself. But we do know what to do now. It's a matter of execution now. And I just, like, can't trust those low flamethrower shots he does. Because sometimes he does the long one, and I still don't know what determines that. But we have defeated... What? I forgot to open the chest at the bottom, didn't I? I forgot to open the fucking chest on the one time we make it past this fucking thing. And then I died immediately. Really, really strongly considering just throwing this out at this point. Just like, you know what? This just isn't worth it. Especially when I just keep fucking throwing these lives away like this. If there were just a less shit checkpoint, I would be having a lot less of an issue with going back to doing this over and over again. I don't think I can, Tiny. I don't think there's any explaining any of this. Ordinarily, that would be a plot explanation, but in this case, I got nothing to explain. We've gone through 5 stages of awful nonsense just to be here to see even more awful nonsense. And what happened to my brain? I don't even know anymore. Aside from it's given up on a certain part of this. Like, I can't help but feel that the princess isn't worth this. I feel like we could just get another one at this point. We could just remarry, it's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of eligible ladies out there that would be more than happy to marry a king. If this Arthur is even a king. I don't remember if he's just a knight or if he's a king. I think he's the king. I don't even know anymore. I knew this information once upon a time. Now, it's gone. It's gone because brain rot has set in from hitting my forehead against the wall too many times. Trying to get through this. Because I keep running through at different parts of this pattern, and now I'm just shooting myself in the foot over and over again. But, like, this man has legit gone through hell and back multiple times for this woman at this point. You can say that's true love all you want, but it really just seems like stupidity at this point. It's like, there's also a part of me that's like, just save state at the top of the ladder, nobody will judge it. I'll judge it, and that's the problem. And this was also being done for a challenge, so I can't in good conscience be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a save state here and save my sanity. Saving my sanity is also a gone concept, so that ain't really an issue anyway. Fuck me. And that fucker's just gonna sit up there and camp it, and I'm gonna fuck it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah! I don't know how many hits it takes to kill him with the sword. Aside from, I think we can all safely agree, too many. Okay. Why is it that every time I make it and open that chest, it's when I forget to open the bottom one? Are they shooting those higher, or am I just being stupid now? I feel like they shot higher. It's like, opening this chest is just an extra step on this reset. And I just want to be past that point. And I just fucking brain hit slow play and couldn't fucking do anything with it again. 'Cause I've proven that I can do that. We've seen me do it. I just fucking am losing the ability to keep doing it. Like, they say risk it for the biscuit, but this is one nasty biscuit at this point. But we're starting to get that down, and at least I have sword magic this time. Of course, I have no idea how much damage that did, since they didn't react to it, like, at all. And he's, of course, sitting at all the worst fucking angles. And it just gradually coming near my feet was enough to kill me, so hooray! Brain, why? Why didn't you at least commit to that if you were gonna do the stupid thing and run past that? Why did you go, oh yeah, halfway's a great place to be. That's gonna be the move that wins us the game. And that's another thing, is sometimes that bottom flame comes out like that. Not even a delay, the flame pops up and then the flame's out on you. An inconsistency with that really is making this even more difficult than it needs to be. I've already shot myself in the foot, game. You don't need to stomp on the hole. I was fucked on that one. There was nowhere for me to go. I was caught between the flame and the spikes. There literally was no counterplay there. I just lose. Those, I think, might be the few situations that legitimately frustrate me with this kind of game. Is the times where you are just stuck with a literal just lose-lose situation. There's nothing you can do. You've already lost. It's all over but the crying. So I don't think the sword magic was actually that worth it. I was fucked on that one. I needed to stop and jump straight up, but I knew my hands weren't going to play along with that idea because I'd already hit the point of, I need to run, and didn't help. Running in situations like that very rarely actually helps. Case in point there, where I backed up and all I did was basically say, ooh, delicious spike. Ah. Getting so done with myself. Case in point of brain just deleted pattern recognition for a moment, and it all went to hell in a handbasket again. That one I can't blame brain or anything on. Literally, my finger just twitched off of the D-pad enough that he stuttered partway up. And that threw the whole thing out instead. And that's the problem with this kind of precision, is things outside of your control can make that kind of precision physically impossible. Even if it is only some of the time, it's enough to make a situation like that all the more frustrating. Because that was a situation I had zero control over what happened there, but it happened anyway. One. Got the other one. We took them both with the sword. Okay. What is in the box? Actually, yes, I'll take that. Because that's at head height for these bastards, and might work. Except it didn't matter, because since I didn't have armor, it basically was pointless. Like, I knew going into this tired was also a risk. And we're hitting the point, I think, where my energy is low enough that sealing the deal on this might be extra difficult for me. Doesn't help that there's the whole sprite flickering issue where sometimes part of the flame just doesn't come out the way it's supposed to, and you just end up with weird shit. Like being a duck. And a duck's pretty fucking weird. He takes a lot more axes than I would have expected him to. That was, what, like 8 axes for him to die? I keep thinking the axe is stronger than it is in per hit damage, I think is part of the issue. The fucking ladder! Yep. As soon as my finger slipped, I knew that one was done, so... Those 2 steps you saw me take to the right, there was supposed to be a 3rd and a 4th step to that before I tried to jump. Because the original intent was I was going to step towards the shot and duck under it. But my finger slipped off the D-pad, and thus, the rest is history. Specifically, Arthur is in fact history, because he's dead now. No, I can duck that. Huh. I figured that'd be low enough that you can't duck that. The more you know. Yep. Fucked myself on that one. I really wish that the damage for the fireball would actually come from the fireball, not this magical circle around the fireball. Because sometimes they are accurate, and they don't hit you unless they actually touch you. And then other times like that, you die with it like a foot in front of you. And I just don't... You know, you can't do anything to compensate for that, really, aside from be even further away, which isn't always an option. So what do you do with that? The answer, you die. There really isn't a solution to that. Yeah, plenty of that. Definitely plenty of that happening. The only thing missing is there is no peace in this rest. And the axe magic's not going to help, because the axe magic is very close range. Brain shut off for a second again there. I keep getting to the point where I'm doing really well, and then brain just has the mildest hiccup of stupidity. And then it all just falls apart, because all it takes is one mistake, and the whole thing's out the fucking window with the bathwater. Yeah, I didn't think I was outrunning that. Do I, though, Tiny? Do I? I'm very honestly in the position currently of trying to decide if this is worth it to me. Like, I do not doubt that this could be done. I'm currently trying to decide if it's worth the amount of repetitions that it will take for it to be done. And I'm not saying that as a matter of giving up in general. I'm saying a matter of putting a pin in it for today and finishing it another attempt. But at the same time, we are close enough that it's an awkward position to decide that in. Nope, I couldn't double hold that. And then we die again. We were doing so well, but again, just one bad landing's all it takes for that whole thing to slide out of my hands. What I probably should have done was try to charge the magic so that I could use it for iframes at that point. I also gotta remember that a bunch of their fireballs just actually go under the floor, so I don't actually have to jump over them. And then there's times like that where they shoot to the fucking moon, and I can't actually avoid them worth shit. The worst part is, in theory, those should actually be the ones that are easier to avoid. Oh, don't mind me as I just magoo my way to victory there, apparently. And I wish I could reliably get those double axes out. I meant to jump straight up. I really did. Not that it matters what I meant to do. Nope. Nope. No. I need to get rid of one of them quickly. Having to constantly keep dodging two is just going to lead to death every time. So I can't really afford to split my damage. But I also can't hit one of them consistently while dodging both of their fireballs. Come the fuck on! Now we're reaching the point of legitimate frustration. And yes, it took that many attempts for me to actually reach the point of being genuinely angry. And I'm not even quite genuinely angry yet, because we're still seeing different results occasionally. So we're not full stuck. But I am definitely running out of patience. Especially when that happens, where we end up with just a slightly awkward launch on their shots. So instead of the same move that happens at the start of the fight every time, we end up with a slight different permutation that I don't process and I lose after having fixed everything else. Making me wish to put holes in things that shouldn't have holes. Yep. As soon as I jumped straight up, I knew I was over with again. You may not realize it, but part of what's killing me when I do get hit once isn't even so much that I got hit, it's the fact that my positioning gets shifted enough so that by the time I get up from the hit, I can't recover. Because the pattern is now shifted. And the pattern I got so used to avoiding is now offset. And the simple fact that at this point, that hit is demoralizing enough that I'm questioning whether I can make it past what's after that. Which then further throws off my groove. Because it is a very real question whether I can get past Double Satan without armor with the axe. The knives, I think we could have actually gotten past them with or without armor because of sheer spam volley. I misread the angle on that one. That's actually legitimately all my own fault. I should have ducked, but if I ducked, I would have gotten hit by the other one. There is, like, frame-perfect dodging I could probably be doing. But that is beyond my current capacity at this point, I think. Considering I'm fumbling normal controls, trying to, like, duck one fireball and then pop up past the other one right as it's coming through. Which I'm, like, 80% sure is physically possible. Is just beyond my hand's capacity for control at this stage of the game. We've been doing it a little too long. And I know saying we've been going too long sounds absurd when we're only almost at the 3-hour mark. But this game's kind of been kicking my ass in the entire time, as anyone who's been here the whole time can attest. And it's a mix of faith and stubborn spite that is keeping this going right now. Animation killed myself there, so that's not ideal. How is it not dead? I feel like that should have been enough axes for that one to have popped. Did I miscount, or am I getting just even more screwed than I thought? This guy's just here to waste my fucking time. Now here's the thing, in theory, I probably could get past Double Satan without armor, actually, now that I think about it, because ducking protects me. But there's the chance that one of them will walk into me while I'm ducking is what I'm worried about with that. Once again, hit by a fireball that didn't actually touch me. We were doing so well, and then the game's like, no, you can't keep your armor. No. We're just gonna hit you from a mile away with a fireball. Well, that didn't touch you, so have fun with that. Fucking cheating video game. Because you know how I was saying that most of my failure has been my own fault? Things like that I do not count as my own fault. As we've discussed before, how exactly can you account for a fireball not touching you and hurting you anyway? That one's my own fault. Why did they turn purple? That was weird. If we don't manage to beat this head this time, I just had a great idea for how to solve this problem a bit better, actually. And I can't believe I didn't think of it before. There's one very stupid, simple thing I could have been doing this entire time to make my life simpler. And it'll make sense in a moment. If we end up back there again. Is, for example, note that the sword is still sitting there. Now, take that concept and consider that, and you might realize what I'm thinking about. But these are taking damage, okay. They are killable. Also, the irony of me having to fight these things with the axe again is not lost on me. The fact that we somehow ended up with the axe for dealing with clouds again. After the fact that the axe was what we used to deal with them the first time, even though that wasn't really that great a solution either. Give me 1 second to check something, because I just remembered something I should have been doing, potentially. No, we're okay. Everything's fine. Really should probably just leave that open on the other monitor, or so that I don't end up forgetting to check on that. Did I open the chest already? I assume I have, considering it hasn't reappeared. Now we're gonna leave this chest here. If this goes well, I'll still have armor left after the fight. If the fight starts going poorly and I can get in position to do so, I can re-grab the armor. Like so. Thus buying myself an extra hit. Hence why I'm like, I should have been doing that in the first place. But of course, I walked back into a really shitty pattern that time, though, so it ended up going wrong anyway. But, you see the idea. You see the logic that is occurring. Which is why I'm very confused why I didn't think of that sooner. Because it's such a simple thing. I really should have just considered that right out the gate, like, okay, yeah, I'll save this extra hit so that we don't have to worry so much. Because the boosted armor wasn't helping us at all in this fight. I wasn't using the magic. Yep, I fucked that up. And we died to a bad hitbox again, because I was going to clear that fireball. My arc was clean for that. Doesn't matter, though. Game says you lose, you lose. I should have went and grabbed the armor while there was only the single head, but I'm like, I don't want to waste the extra hit, because one head shouldn't be a problem. And lo and behold, one head became a problem because of bad hitboxes again. And that actually could be an emulation issue or something as well. Because unlike most of the people that'll be doing this challenge, I'm not doing it on actual hardware because I don't have the means of showing that. And I'm certainly not made of money to buy all that crap with. I wonder, if I leave that sitting there like that, will it stay? Yeah, it's still there. Will it still count? Nope, it only counts as regular armor. Okay. That's what I was curious about, because I was pretty sure the armor was progressive, in that it would only go up one stage at a time, regardless of which power-up you picked up, but I was curious. And, of course, thinking about all of that threw my movements off enough to be a problem. Because I'm running out of processing power to split, if that makes sense. Leave the box there. Be sure to throw the fucking fight. And again, it seems to be the left fireballs that are the most prone to having the bad hitboxes. Am I crazy for thinking that that fireball should have went over me? Or did I get hit by the other one and not see it? Because it certainly looked like the left-hand fireball was going to graze right over my head, and I was going to be clean. But apparently I had that completely wrong or something? Because look at how close that flame got, and I'm fine. That's what confuses me with that, is I can't say that Arthur's hitbox is the problem, because his hitbox seems to be fine. We've gotten very close to many things that should have been a problem, and they weren't. Whereas sometimes we're not near something and we get hurt by it. So it's confusing. Like, I would believe that my own eyes are playing tricks on me at this point, too. Just to balance the thing. No. Because I can't crouch and throw with those. Otherwise, I would have absolutely considered it. Oh, come on! It's like, oh hey, nice extra armor you've got there. We're going to, for once, hit the floor with the flame. Just so you're right back at the same position anyway. There is a box, but that's gonna be the mage, so we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna run. Really? You're here and they're here? Come the fuck on! I knew this was gonna get disgusting, but the fuck? Like, that genuinely means I basically have to kill those clouds. Because if I don't, they're gonna interfere. Even if they don't, like, attack me, they were causing some wild slowdown. Like, notice how his flame stops right above me even when it's lined up with me. That's why I call fuckery on that other one. Because he had one extra flame that is, like, never there. Ordinarily. But because it would kill you, it's there this time. Fuck me. Like, it doesn't help that seeing that really doesn't make me want to push past this part anymore, either. Between the fact that there isn't a checkpoint, and then they just throw absolutely ridiculous amounts of nonsense at you at that point. Like, I was definitely right thinking that I basically need to have armor at that point. What's a hitbox? No one knows. Certainly not these people that made the fucking fireball. I think I'll try a couple more times and then I'm going to call it. I am genuinely just having trouble even continuing to look at this at this point. Which, having my fan on probably isn't helping that, actually, so hang on. There we go. Because that is actually drying my eyes out and causing me a problem. And I do appreciate the support, Tiny. I want to make that clear. But there comes a point where there's not enough support in the world to make something like this worth it. Especially since I have to assume they're going to pull something even worse once I get past what's up there. Like, and the thing is, I can't even say that this is hard at this point. His hard would be doable and reasonable. This is going from hard to bullshit. Like, even the double head fight we ran into and we're having problems with, that I would consider fair still, is that's doable. What I'm dealing with after that, though, with the army of imps flying around with rocks, the clouds, and another fireball head? No. That's not hard. That's... you lose. Good day, sir. Like, that's the shit you break out when you're tired of somebody actually making any progress. So I learned a trick. I don't know how to repeat that yet, but I figured out a trick for killing that fireball head real fast with the axe. There was a certain angle where his hitbox got wedged with that of the axe, so he took like 8 hits instantly, pretty much. And I wish I could repeat that. But at the very least, that was nice to see. Let's see what weapon comes out of this, because depending on what it is, I might go for it. Nope. That is not the one. Yep, there's the bullshit flame again. Like, is there just a small chance that he'll do an extended high shot, and that just happens to keep happening right here? Can I, in fact, just kill him from down here? Because I am hitting him. I just don't know if I'm actually doing damage to him. I feel like I'm going to end up timing out trying to do this. Yep, I knew I was dead as soon as he stopped above me. If I can figure out how I got that big multi-hit, because I noticed I got multi-hits now and then with the axe before, then maybe we can actually make something happen, because that means I could then do it with the one that's over by the clouds and just push through there, and that would solve the problem. But I also really need them not to bullshit me with the double Satan fight. Yeah, it's something to do with when he's extending upward. Seems to be the key to getting the multi-hit on him. Yep, I knew he was gonna die on that hit, so I got greedy. Got him. Okay. So we replaced the armor now. If I hadn't taken the hit, I was actually going to leave this here and see if I could scroll all the way back over here or not. Which actually, proof of concept, we should check that anyway. Walk out here. Can I go all the way back still? Yes. Currently, I can still go all the way back. What is this? Shields are worth considering, but no. Got real lucky on that last flame. Okay. So we're finally here with armor. Not that it's gonna last, but at least we have it. Yeah, especially with... Look at this cloud of fuckery that's just all around me. We got rocks falling from up top, clouds to my left, fireballs coming in from the right. What are you supposed to do with all of that? I accept defeat. I'm not gonna give up on this entirely, but for today, I'm putting it down. We will try this again before the month is over. Because this is intended as a challenge for the month. I will take this as a good first attempt. Because I know I'm only just going to get really, really angry soon. Thank you, Tiny. Now, where are we going to go? There's people I kind of wanted to raid out to for the first time because I've been interacting with them on Twitter, but I don't have the energy for that at this point. So I'll stick with somebody I know. That leaves, honestly, the top 3 on my list here, conveniently enough. And both of them are already doing pretty well. So yeah, I guess we'll go over there then. And Spanky Rambles is a good dude anyway. Not super fussed about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands personally, because, you know, it's another one of those I'd get tempted to buy something if I pay too much attention to that. But, the more important bits, thank you all for taking the time to sit here and watch me pummel my forehead against a wall. I will not be back tomorrow. No, I will be back tomorrow with Gunfire Reborn with Xeno unless she ends up still not feeling well. I was thinking today was Saturday for a moment there because of the fact that this was what was supposed to happen on Saturday. So brain went stupid a little bit. Thank you for that, Tiny. I appreciate the bits. It's end your words. But, let's see. Tomorrow, like I said, Gunfire with Xeno. Monday, I'll need to figure something out for... I might try this again, but I feel like I might give this a bit of time before I jump back into it. So I need to figure out another long-term thing. If something interesting comes out and it shows up on, like, Game Pass or something, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I have no active plan going forward. But I'm gonna get this timer started, and hopefully it'll actually work this time, because you know how Twitch loves to break. Yeah, one more time, thank you all. Go be good to Spanky, because he's a good dude, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.